Hello everyone, welcome back to Baskar Bricks, and today I am comparing the 2018 $80 TIE Fighter to the 2021 $40 TIE Fighter. There's been some controversy over which one is arguably the better one. We're going to take a look at that. Instead of just being a standard comparison, I believe that I really need to dig into both of these and really try to find both of their strengths to really find out which one is best. So I have made a couple of categories that we're going to take a look at. First, we're going to take a look at minifigs, then accuracy, then retail value, collector value, play value, display value, which one should you currently buy, and then my overall opinion. Whichever one gets the most points in the categories will be today's winner. But if at any point you don't end up enjoying today's video, please feel free to leave a like and subscription. And also, this is also just purely my opinion. It does not matter how much I dig into each TIE Fighter. There will always be someone who disagrees with me, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments and maybe some points that I might have missed out on. So, yeah, let's get into it. Now, of course, as I told you, we have the first category to take a look at, which is not TIE Fighters. So, despite being $40 apart, there are only one more minifigure for the $80 one. But we have three minifigures over here. So, over here, we have a Imperial Stormtrooper, an Imperial TIE Fighter, and an Imperial Protocol Droid. Imperial TIE Fighter Pilot Minbin Stormtrooper, Imperial Undisguised Tobias Beckett, and Imperial Han Solo. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. Clear winner. Not that those ones that I just hit are bad. I like them a lot, but there is a clear winner here. Like, none of those guys can compete with these very high quality minifigures. So, that did it for the minifigures. So 2018 has a point, but now we're gonna get into accuracy here. Now, I'm gonna be super nitpicky here. Let's start off for the 2018. Now, we're gonna start off not even talking about size. I'm gonna get into the models themselves, not think about size, and look at, what here isn't accurate. First thing, look at that. We have a little bit of white. I told you I was being nitpicky. A little bit of tan right there. On both sides, if you look really closely here, I don't know if you can see it, but you can just barely see a little bit of blue. Just barely. It's just that the plates that were used just have a little bit of thinness on their edges, which reveals some of the stuff there. Look at this one. Okay, I actually have images I was gonna bring out once we're done with this, but I believe we need to bring some out. So I have some pictures here. I have three pictures. The first one is of a Rebels TIE Fighter. I would like you to look at that. Take a good hard look at that right there. What color is that? It's not green, I'm going to tell you that much. It's also worth mentioning, this is backwards. So, and also, as you can see by all of these other TIE Fighters, let me get a different image. This one is from A New Hope. Told you we're getting nitpicky. That's not accurate at all. Now looking at the shape here of just both of these, this just has the better shape. Once again, this is from A New Hope, this picture I have here. So, just look at both of them. Look at that. Look at both of them. Look at that. Look at both of them. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. The 2018 one takes the accuracy. On top of that, this shaping is just better. It feels more of a ball shape. It's way too flat up here. Show you that again. Look at the top of the TIE Fighter right above the cockpit. And also worth mentioning, it actually ever so slightly comes up right here, where there is a little bit, just a little bit of space over it, like a plate worth, and as you can see, there is space up above. So, accuracy, once again, 2018 TIE Fighter. I'm gonna have to give this to you. I hope that you've seen those photos. Helps to show what I'm what I'm trying to say. I also have another movie shot from Solo a little bit lower resolution, but you can see another TIE fighter, especially since this is the current one. Now, I do have an, of course, we looked at the Rebels TIE fighter. If you're talking about Rebels, and this would be the more accurate one, but if we look at the movies, which, by the way, oh, excuse me, this is based off of Solo, and this is from Solo. So I'm gonna call it, and that's supposed to be original trilogy, and I showed you all those original trilogy photos. So this is, I'm gonna give it a point. So far, TIE Fighter has the lead. Now let's look at value, retail value. This, what is the better retail value? That wins. It is purely because you get a TIE Fighter, but for just cheaper. You get a cheaper TIE Fighter here. It's a TIE Fighter, so, it is the cheaper one, I believe. So, how about collector value? Now, I'm gonna give the point to this one. Because, wow, yes, that is cheaper, the minifigures have shown to have great value, especially this Min Bin Stormtrooper, who can go for, average around $40. This guy goes for just around as much as that TIE Fighter does. So, oh, yeah, this is... Now, I'm going to be honest, that is just a current one. That could change. Who knows? Maybe this will blow up in popularity at some point, and collectors are going all over it. Play value. Now, what does each one have? Both of them, you can hold them and swoosh them. Both of them have 2 spring-loaded shooters. Both of them can open up on the exact same way. You can place one minifigure in both. But what wins in play value? There's one good thing about this. It is much easier to take off the wings because of how they just use Technic pins. So you can simulate damage better. So that is actually an edge that this, excuse me, I'm trying to get it on here. That is an edge that this new one has over its 2018 counterpart, which the wings are locked on very tight. But I'm going to give it the 2018 one. Why? You just said that has an extra play value over it. No, it is purely because the minifigures. Now, looking into it, this only comes with Imperials. Excuse me. But, this, you get Tobias Beckett, who fights against the Imperials, and depending on when in the movie, you also get Han Solo. So, you get good guys and bad guys in this set, giving this the clear, better play value than just getting one side here. Display value. I'm actually gonna call this a tie. Ironically, the ties have a tie. Now, why do the ties have a tie? Because it really just depends on your collection. This takes up a lot of space. This is a big boy. So, if you have space for this to display, but if you have a smaller space, then this would work, and it still looks fine on display. So it really just depends on your budget and limitations of your shelves or whatever you're displaying them on. My current recommendation. So just to recap, accuracy. This way, minifigs. You have 1 here, accuracy 2 here. Retail value there, and collector value here. So far, we are, what is that, 4-1? No, I'm sorry, excuse me, 3-1. Then I give this display value, 4-1 display value, I tie them. So I'm not going to give any points there. Current recommendations. So current recommendations, I'm also going to give this one the point here because not only is it on the market, it's cheap. And you get basic, and I think it's better for everyone because it's also easier to store. So I think it just makes it better for all people, not just collectors, but also children to get their hands on it. My thoughts? all the way. Now, of course, that is have some nostalgic value to it. There are some things that this does well. The wings arguably a little bit more detailed, but once again, they're smaller, so they're able to use more plates than this. But this just feels more relevant in a room. When you walk in a room, my eyes would by far be drawn to this than over that. So that's my opinion. Now I'm gonna properly count up all the scores, and I'm getting right back to you to who I think won. Alright, so I tallied up all of the points, and the 2018 TIE Fighter got 5, and the 2021 got 3. Now, definitely, I hope that now that I did show you some of these images, you can see why I would call this one the more accurate TIE Fighter there. So, those of you who don't, once again, this is supposed to be original trilogy. It is not supposed to be a Rebels one. It's supposed to go along with the X-Wing, which by its minifigures is, not Rebels there. So, that was a Rebels one, and once again, this one is based off of Solo, which is based off of these images. It's done pretty darn well. So, once again, feel free to let me know your thoughts. I do believe that this is just the overall better TIE Fighter. So, if you end up enjoying today's video, once again, maybe even consider leaving a like, a subscription, and I do hope to see you in my next video.